Welcome to the bonfire. Here is Andy, and today we are playing Surviving the Aftermath again. And without further ado, let's jump to our save and start loading. I think it's already part 7 of my playthrough, and it's been quite well so far, and we haven't been destroyed, killed by any catastrophes, and even that radioactive fallout that we survived yesterday was not that damaging, thanks to some sauna and medical tents that I built extra hands to cure irradiated colonists. I'm gonna be a bit less talkative this time, at least at the beginning of my stream, because I've had 3 lessons that were quite, let's say, emotionally demanding. Nothing negative, only positive, but still demanding. I'm trying to put my best into my, well, classes with students and give them as much as possible, and that requires some energy to be spent. So I'm hoping that I'm going to get engaged enough, and then I'll become as chatty as always. Not that I'm not chatty now, I guess. You couldn't tell that. And I do want to play the game because I've been missing it. I actually wanted even to play yesterday, but yesterday we played in the morning. Again, this strange red symbol. What the hell is that? Why is it red? So, yeah, I played yesterday in the morning, and then I had a full day of stuff, and then I wanted to come back in the evening, but my energy level was already kind of low, and I was not sleepy, but I actually was pretty much out of shape, let's say, and I was afraid that I would not deliver quality content, and so decided against that. Let's think, let's remember where we stopped, and decide what to do next. We had some ambitious projects going. Yeah, so last time we finished all our extractors and actually made them automatic. 3 plastic, 3 metal, and 2 concrete, and I still cannot believe I did it, but because that is tremendously resource expensive. But not only that, we also expanded our electric supply, and we built the radar, which will give us information about common disasters. We built the movie theater, we finished the game arcade, and we stopped some production in greenhouses because we got too much corn. I'm glad to see that veggie meals are being produced in bigger numbers. Wonder why. And we started to produce some clothing. Yeah, I think I have enough oil for that. Should I instead go for maybe sturdy clothing? Weight heavy? I don't know, like to sell oil and instead produce sturdy clothing, which should be faster in production. Maybe. We also began to produce tools, I think, not in that tool shop, but here. Ah, and we need parts. We need parts for superior tools. And for durable tools we need metal and junk, and for superior we need metal and parts. This is interesting. So the grand tool shop just depleted my parts. Okay, then let's go with durable ones. And I'm still thinking maybe I should actually sell all this freaking oil that I have collected so far. as I don't understand what it means heavy. Like heavy protective clothing. Maybe let's go with sturdy. It also should be fast in production. Why did the recipe not change? Sturdy. 1, 0 per day. That makes no sense. Resources on the way. So some minor changes around the camp, but they are important changes. So it's only 5 fiber for 1 sturdy piece. What the hell? Can I see my fiber? Yeah, 155. Yeah, let's go with just sturdy option. And maybe we should upgrade the tool shop to start producing durable tools, not basic ones. Yeah, let's do that. Do we have resources for that? Yeah, concrete, planks, metal. Yeah, we do. So let's upgrade. Specialists are asking for attention while coming back to the camp. You are collecting medicine. You've collected medicine. Do you have health points to collect something else? 25 health points. I would probably go for science because I only have 727 points. That's not a lot. Now in the camp we have Fritz, who is a fighter, and Crow, a scout, but she also has good damage. Scrappa, fighter. Nomad, not a fighter. Bishop, not a fighter, but also good damage output. So 3 guys, and I need them to start dispatching some bandits around my city. That's the quest we have. Bandits have 20 attack damage, and that's quite a lot. So can Bishop attack? Yes, he can. And Crow can also attack, right? Yeah, so they're on the task. Scrappa and Fritz will dispatch this camp, and then we'll send somebody to deal with the bandits here. Right. What else can we do? What other interesting things we have forgotten? I don't really see anything contaminated, right? Everything is clean. Everything is clean. Even the water wells are clean. Because I don't see them getting contaminated all the time. I skip that, miss that moment, and then it becomes a big problem. But maybe I should build a maintenance depot and locate it like in this area. What about this wrench here? Could it be that wrench produces contamination? If yes, then definitely there has to be a maintenance depot. This sauna, well, logically has contamination. Do I need a sauna during the peaceful time? I don't think so. So let's kick out the worker. Now, should we now build bakeries? Maybe yes, because we finally have the mill, and we can start producing buns. At the same time, we need one more ranch for cows. Remember that. So where should it be located, this ranch? Within the working field of maintenance depot, apparently, so that it takes care of the water wells and the east range and a new one. But where? And for that range we also need water. So what if I actually demolish this future to be greenhouse and build a ranch in its place itself? Yeah, because I don't imagine I'll finish this one. Yeah, like this. And now a wrench be located like this, and it looks quite interesting. It looks very interesting actually. And like this, like this. Does wrench need some parts? No, it doesn't. What about our trading agreements? What are we shipping? Electrics and parts. Ooh, and they also have new parts to trade, and I hope they still have them. Isn't it a good idea to actually start producing parts from junk? I think it is. So we need to have this mechanic shop. Does it generate pollution? Doesn't look so. I checked last time. And we also need to place it within some heating place. To place it within the heating space. Heated area, let's say. To locate it, to place it within the heated area. For example, here, and close to places with metal storage. Now, this storage has a lot of metal, a lot of junk, so apparently mechanic shop ideally can be located here. Like this. Then I want a road around it. I'm not sure I'll be using it, but to be confident that sometimes I can resort to my own production of parts is nice. And I think I want to place another bore well. Not that I'm going to finish it soon, but to know that in the future I will have some bore wells exactly in this location is helpful. Let's set them on hold. What about energy? I have 41 energy supply and one more turbine to be completed when I have parts. So parts are becoming a big issue. Besides, I was thinking about logs, but apparently I have a decent amount of logs, which is strange. Like, production is 6, but consumption is 15. Why is that? I think after I stopped using the sauna, the consumption should drop. It must drop now. Maybe not immediately. What kind of buildings burn this resource? It's, cook house 1, then here 2, then 1, and 1. So it's 5, if I'm not mistaken. So, and then sauna wanted to consume 5 per day, that was 10. Now, where else? Where else? Who also wanted to use my logs? What the hell? Maybe mill? No. Wrench? No. I have no idea whatsoever. It's not burners, because burners are all full of logs and it's not winter. So it's quite suspicious. Oh, the guard post. Remember, we also need to man it later. To send some people here. Strangely, the cookhouse is contaminated now. It has to be decontaminated as soon as possible. What's wrong with this house? Oh, it's not burning, it's just smoke. Alright. Okay. Cemetery is constantly empty. Don't know why. I don't need to expand the residential area, but, well, maybe I might start thinking about it, like to have a couple of houses here and that's for the future colonists when they arrive. As I do need more hands, and I cannot automate anything because all our production is robots now, so I'm good. Grand tool shop is being finished. Now, what does the game say about consumption? It's still 15. What the hell? Maybe it's like logs per person. Then it is 6 here, but then 3 per cookhouse, and then it is still... Ah, it's like per day, so they calculate per day. Alright. I kinda observed that there isn't enough manpower for the sawmill. Maybe I need to have 2 people here, because planks are slowly decreasing in amount. What's this ghost? Interesting. Mechanic shop is completed. Wow, that was fast. So it consumes 5 junk, producing 3 pieces of parts. Okay, let's have 2 workers to generate some more parts as they are necessary for any electric expansion. And electric expansion I will have. Now, ideally speaking, I need to have some more electricity, well, maybe here, and with that logic, the bakery that I placed here has to be cancelled, as it's pretty much crazy to build it, first of all, so close to plastic auto extractor. I don't know what I was thinking about. Secondly, this is a lightning tower protected area, and everything electric has to be prioritized, not anything else. Do I want to continue collecting pollution? I think so, but simultaneously we only have 4 free carriers. Not the best idea. Maybe we can ask some doctors to... Whoa. Yeah, that explains. So many people were on task in medical tents, which is completely unnecessary. Have I maybe forgotten some other places which are still full of people? I don't think so. Now we can now return 1 person to collecting this awful pile of garbage. Religious fanatics march toward the colony. Let's send some people to the guard post. Let's send Nomad to the gate and Makita to the gate, but a bit further away, and Jin, and wait for some time until the guardians arrive at their workplace. Grand tool shop has been complete, but I'm not sure I want to produce anything now, so let's halt the production. Scientific discovery was finished, and I've actually forgotten what that was, but probably something important. Housing, no. Shelving. General storage. Powered heaters. Solar panel. Ah, it was actual flow. Alright. I don't think I'll have a garage, but I might have the storage at some point, just to make it more efficient and more space efficient. So who knows? Let's explore that, and after that I'll just start exploring everything indiscriminately, just spending all my science points on that. So Fritz has almost arrived, and I don't think Scrapper will also be... yeah, not enough movement points. They'll start their fight next turn. And now we can... so are the guards on positions? Yeah, one person is arriving, so we can start the fight. Fanatics arrive at the doorstep, the chant having grown even louder and more aggressive. Their leader, a man with pure murder in his eyes, raises his hand to silence the others. We are the predators of this new world. Through us it will be cleansed of parasites and be born anew. Offer resources to them for them to leave you alone. That is a good thing, because I don't want to lose health points, and I have plenty of fiber thanks to greenhouses. Maybe it will work. The leader laughs. Material goods hold no value to us. For us, there is only one thing we desire: blood. Okay. My people got disappointed by the decision, and also the fanatics attacked. Well, by the dynamics, I kinda judge that the wall will be breached with one or two fanatics surviving. They will be shot by Nomad immediately, and I don't think I want to risk my guards, so let's not send them to battle. It's not necessary, because my specialist will defend effectively. Thanks that is quite fortunate that I have them in my city. So another breach of the wall, and well, I hate it. It's specialists have been too slow to react properly. But we're okay. We need to repair the guard post. Victory. We need to repair the wall. Losing 20 metal. We got unfortunately mood punishment. Not punishment, but debuff, because we tried to trade with bandits, but well, I don't know. My people, first of all, cannot fight. Secondly, they disagree with fighting, and thirdly, they apparently want to suffer if they cannot see the difficult choice I made. Strange colonies, but well, it has always been like that. I have to concede to their stupidity. Range has been completed. Yeah. Has to be upgraded immediately to accommodate more animals, and it will be for cows, who I will get very soon. It kind of feels that I might need one more trade center in the future, just to be able to trade with more cities, communities at the same time. On the other hand, not that I'm so dependent on what they offer, so maybe I shouldn't do that, actually. What other essential buildings I haven't constructed? Maybe it's medical lab? Medical lab. That will produce... medicine. Not the worst investment. What about the pollution? It doesn't generate pollution, do you? No, you don't. So medical lab could be located somewhere close to greenhouses that will grow medical herbs. And that is, for example, these two greenhouses. Now we only need to decide where exactly it has to be positioned. So, for example, this seems to be a nice place, not polluted, close to generators. I might consider building a couple of houses close to that place, and so yeah, let's do it. What do you think? It is within this. Maybe I need to actually first fill everything with wind turbines, and later, only later, stretch it to. What's that? Underground metal. Do I need more metal? I don't think so, but let's keep it like that for some time. We're victorious, but both my specialists are left with only 40 HP. After a hard-fought battle, the remains of the militia forces make a tactical retreat. Leaving the site, there is, however, nothing to loot. What a shame. So, this lady has 61 health points, but still dangerous. What if something like critical damage procs, and don't want that to happen. Now, you guys start the fight. Back to the city. So, what was I on? I wanted to build turbines. Maybe I don't have to build them right now. I just need to place them and know that they are there. How many? Actually, there have to be a lot of them. Like, well, big lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cancel this one. I guess I'll hold all of them, because I don't see myself spending so much on turbines for now, as they're not essentially necessary at this stage. I just need to know that I'll start constructing them when it is necessary. I can finish these two because 32 energy isn't enough to be secure, and simultaneously it's like, I know that building the medical lab I'll start spending 12 units of energy more, and we also need to finish 2 more greenhouses, or not. I think I have how many idle greenhouses? These 2 are operating, these 2 are not operating, so these 2 are idle. I can switch to medical herbs in these 2, and that's it. I think that will be enough. When I'm running low on corn, which is, well, kinda hardly imaginable, I think I'll just come back to production, and that's it. Insufficient construction resources for medical, for wind turbine. That's because we don't have enough parts, but we'll get them soon. Another invention. Let's go with arsenal. Yeah. What next? Water is enough. How is our trading mission? 5 hours to arrive. That's good news. So, can somebody help with the decontamination? Or it's already... yeah, it's already taking place. No need to worry. Maybe this one? No, there is a colonist working here. Everything is so rapid in taking place. All my colonists are very hard working. I sound like I'm what's that? I have a split personality, because one moment I'm praising my colonists, another moment I'm severely criticizing them, but that's because well, they're behaving like that. Some moment they're obedient, another moment they're just close to delirious, and what can I do? It's how they are. My fellow townsmen, city folk, townsfolk, villagers, I don't know. I wonder what they think of themselves. Like, are they a city? Are they a town? Are they a village? Maybe they call themselves just a colony. And in that case, actually I'll understand them in any case. What else is interesting is that we don't have a church, but there is a quest connected to this. Not a quest, but a minor event, like they attempt to reestablish some cult, and you might support that or decline that, and I usually decline that because I don't want that to be a reason to go fanatical, and yeah, I'm quite careful with that in life and in the game, of course, too. So we now have one retrade convoy, and can I trade for... I cannot trade with the same city for the second time. Okay, so what can I buy? I can buy, well, first of all, cattle. I need cows to produce milk. Now, I think I'd like to get the sunflower, maybe. Do I want sunflower to produce oil later? Why not? Because we might get to the point where we want to produce advanced clothing, that's superior clothing, and for that is, remember, you need oil. Soybean, I don't know. Soybean is interesting, but it's quite expensive on the one hand. Like, the first thing against it, the first disadvantage. The second disadvantage is that I am not planning to plant it. It's just easily replaceable by corn, which I have plenty of, so why should I bother? Components, you can see, are running low, so let's buy components. They are definitely gonna be useful. Let's sell all our fuel. Don't see how that's gonna be useful. Let's sell all our oil. If I need it, I'll produce it. If I don't need it, I'll just sell it. Rare metals, let's keep them, because producing components, well, that is something I take as a possible future path. Sell another bunch of corn. No, I have sold already 1,000, and not sure that it is a good idea. So we are expecting 2 cows and sunflower seed and 27 components to arrive quite soon. Yeah, that was a good deal. Now let's drop 2 people from this trading center. Specialist ready for action. These guys are fighting. You have collected some medicine. Can you collect anything else? 25 health points. Not really. Not really. Not the most efficient warrior. Could you maybe go here? 3 days? No. 10 damage per day. Yeah, instruments. Go collect instruments. You are going to regenerate. You go collect science. Oh, fighters. 10, 20, 10, 20. You know what? Go to the world map and you, and you, and you. I think 4 specialists fighting together with the bandits of this place. I don't think they'll get enough damage to perish in a combat. I think they're gonna be fine. Yeah. And 2 specialists to take care of the place. But you say they just refuse to interfere with the colonists' business, because everything is taken care of automatically, manually, by people living here. What's that? A colony smudged with motor oil approaches you. There is a crazy gleam in his eyes. In her eyes, sorry. Mechanical monsters. A messy-looking woman with an entire arsenal of tools hanging from her belt walks toward you. Boss, you gotta hear this. I just needed some of parts and I can build big so fast like radioactive lightning, I tell you. With a car like that, well, I mean, it's obvious, right? She's, well, talking strangely, but let her do the experiment. Run. You give her permission to use any parts necessary and she immediately rushes off to test her vision. The day goes by peacefully until a very strong smell of smoke drifts into your nose. You follow the smell and find the woman standing in front of her makeshift workshop, which has been set ablaze. You know, in hindsight, I think opening the windows wasn't quite enough to replace a cooling system. Well, live and learn, I suppose, she says and pats you on the back. We got some science points, but at this point of our game, it's not changing anything. It was interesting. I would rather prefer an automaton from Frostpunk to put this robot on some location and free up more hands. Unfortunately, it seems impossible. Yep. Look, well, parts I got because there was a... what is it called? A trading mission, but hopefully the mechanical shop is gonna be paying off, I hope. Still no contamination, you see, so it's contamination free. Plastic. House. 9 hours. Look, this turbine is almost finished. Let's send the specialist. Oh, not on time to finish. I've planned this road here, but what if I made a mistake with size? No, I haven't made a mistake. It's okay. So, where should be a burner to warm up the area? I imagine somewhere here or somewhere here on the intersection. No, not the best choice. Here, no, it's also interfering with another circle. So it seems to me that something has to be placed here. Something has to be placed here. And probably that's gonna be a bakery. Bakery. That's one option. Yeah, here goes a bakery. And I want to have some cozy bakery. But bakery needs water. Needs water to operate. And I don't have it around. Specialist in danger. Oh, specialist ready for action. Who is in danger? No, you're okay. You'll be fine. There's still fighting, you know what to do, so nobody needs attention. Back to the question. We need water for the bakery. And this is what? Forester. Forester doesn't need water. So maybe we should actually relocate the forester somewhere else. Yeah. And build a bakery here, which almost fits. place it like that. Leaving no space behind, or maybe one road piece, one road line, but that's not pleasant. That doesn't look like a good picture. What about temperature control? Do we have anything warm in there? No, it's actually cold there, so that's another reason to change the position of the logging camp. Yeah, let's move it away from there. It was a bad plan, but it's fine. So what have we got? What has been delivered? Some electronics, right? Now we can sorry, first we need to put some workers on the task. Now we can buy this medicinal herb, yeah, which is quite cheap, surprisingly. And we also buy the electronics. Yeah, that's good. Silent pollution. The amount of corn is still on the rise. Can you imagine that? It's still on the rise. Wow. I don't need meat, so I'll sell it. We are a vegetarian colony. I don't know where I got them. Got it from? I have no idea. Components, junk. I have a lot of junk, but junk is used to produce instruments and parts, so let's keep it. Weapons, let's skip. So let's just spend money to purchase the stuff we wanted. Do things break? No. Well, they do, but they aren't breaking today, which is good news. So, bakery. Bakery has to be positioned somehow beautifully so that there is a kind of a square around, because it's a decoration of a city, right? And I'll put it on hold for now, but I'll definitely finish it. So here is a bakery with a kind of square in front of it. Behind there has to be a burner, because the territory is not warmed up almost at all. If we have some intersection, it's not too terrible, but it's not also quite neat. So let's put the burner here. Apparently winter can create trouble for my friendly bakers, for people who make so many people cheerful. Behind the bakery we could place something like well, what can be behind the bakery? Maybe medical tent for those who eat too much bread. And it even accommodates, you know, it even fits. Well, that's interesting, but it's not, I don't like the concept. It doesn't look good. We can build a transformer there, because transformer we can build in different places. It's not so necessary here. Maybe a storage, like food storage, another one, because there are only two and apparently we'll need more, and that will let bakers travel not as far. And like, how much food is there? You see, it's almost half full. Later it's gonna be even more full, so yeah, definitely a food storage sounds nice. And in front of this food storage I'd like to have some decorations. Flowers. Some flowers. Like red. Then, well, We don't have yellow. I wanted yellow exactly. What's that? Bottle tree. Bottle tree. Bottle tree. Really? Bottle tree. Wow. That's amazing. But it's not like it's not good for baker. Baker is about some like flowers. It's not about. I have to pay more attention to decorations. I'll do it next time when I'm in the city. I mean, I want first to let my specialists do what they want. Several bouts of back and forth combat later, the militia are taken down. The stockpiles here are also empty, save for a few coins to collect. Right. Well, money is money. Now, Scrappa is not that damaged, so he can go fight, for example, with these bandits here. Now, you guys, I think, are ready for engagement. That's why, please do engage. Who else hasn't yet? So, all 4 specialists are now in combat. But I imagine somebody else was... Yeah, this lady here is almost dead, so let's send her to enjoy well-deserved rest. Now, this lady here is completely healed up and has to be tasked with something. 10 damage output, so not for a fight. Go collect science points. Large range has been completed. The large ranch shall be growing cattle. Cattle we don't have, so we are waiting for them to arrive. And I'll send the person here when cattle actually arrives. 3 constructions finished. I imagine that's the turbines. Yeah, and this burner also has been finished. So back to decorations. Maybe, well, let's go with flowers. Let's go with flowers. Why is it... What is so terrible? Why is it so, like, gigantic? It's oh. I don't... The game says that they should be tiny. They should be tiny. Not gigantic. I don't know why this is so, well, horrible. A street lamp. Now, do I need a street lamp? Maybe I do. Maybe I do next to a bakery. But there has to be something else. Decorations are so clanky. They don't look nice. Well, there is a small lamp. Now this red sign here, I don't like. It's distracting me from important things. Can I prohibit something here? No, I cannot prohibit resources, unfortunately. Okay, so what else can we place there? Maybe, well, actually those plastic flowers are the most aesthetical in terms of how they look, so I think they will be my choice of decorating everything everywhere. So let's place like 1, 2. How many fields? 1, 2, 3, 7. So it's 1, 2, then street light. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in between maybe some tree. No, tree looks awful. Specialists are again distracting me. Oh, cactus. Cactus is not good for such green environment. A torch. The torch is kinda savage. This lantern maybe is something more beautiful. Especially if I turn it like that, but lantern is something like night, and bakery is about morning. Maybe brazier is, well, again, like fire, like open fire is not, in my head at least, connected with a bakery. So maybe I'll just keep flowers and that's it. Plastic flowers finished. Maybe I should make them make these you know, fields bigger, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this, you know. Maybe this will be nicer. So what do specialists want? Fritz, you're doing here what exactly? You're waiting for orders. Who can you fight? Oh, 8 days, 5 damage per day. Go collect, because you'll be almost dead after that, and that's exactly nice. Not that I want to kill him, of course, it's just that we are efficiently spending his health points. Yeah, look at this beautification here. It's so nice. Now, a road here. Yeah, I think so. And wanted to build a medical lab, which is also heated. And then some accommodation, I guess. Is there anything to... No, not again. Okay, so medical lab. Where do we keep medicine? Oh, there. Let it be like this. It'll be like this, and let's encircle it with the rod. Like this. Like this, like this. So medicine, I think, is kept in not in warehouse. So where is it stored? Is it in the main building? Yeah. So, okay, what if I don't have... Aha, so it's warehouse, exactly. Alright, then I need to take... What's that? General storage, maybe general storage. Tools, clothing, mats, and so on. High-end resources too. Alright, let's build general warehouse. Warehouse is so small. What's the capacity of warehouse? It feels like it is, well... By the way, those tailors and guys like them, when they finish production, where do they take clothes? Do they take them to this commands? Oh, that's another mistake I made then. Alright, I have to take action. The final militia stronghold gives fierce resistance before finally succumbing to your firepower. Among the surprisingly modest spoils is a documents folder with several locations marked on it. 3 of them are the ones you just attacked, but the 4th is new and close by. The 4th location reveals a small clearing with a couple of Doomsday Militia members rigging up explosives to resource stockpiles. The goods are far away from each other. It might be possible to save some by acting quickly. Take a risk and try to save both. It's a massive risk, but one perhaps worth taking. The specialist rushes in the middle of the clearing, attempting to take both militia members down in quick succession. The first shot misses and both bandits run for cover to trigger the explosive. 2 big booms later, the resources are gone aside from a few random bits strewn across the clearing. Done. So not only is this a shitty, close to impossible quest that involves 8 of your specialists to actually take it without, well, actually take it with a lot of damage, but also you can get literally nothing after that. And I wouldn't say I'm kind of greedy. I mean, I've just dispatched 3 groups of heavy armored soldiers who damaged more than half of my specialists below or to their half health, and then the game tells me that I earned freaking cabbage and instruments. Well, that is very kind of you, game, thank you. That's like, wow. Very good job. Right, so stockpile is for planks, concrete, and stuff like that. Then food storage is understandable. Warehouses, tools, clothing, mats, and so on. I have to have a warehouse somewhere here, but maybe I also need to build a general storage just to help my colonists with logistics. I don't like how it looks though. It like, for example, warehouse is neat. It's neat and small and doesn't take much space. I don't know. It just feels wrong. But at the same time, what if there is something around that... I just understood that, well, this tailor here had to travel all the way to the command center to take what they produced, and that means that they have been doing this for a while, and that ate too much of their time, and I was just grossly inefficient. So I have to build a warehouse here, I think, or general storage, or warehouse. Can it be contaminated? No, it cannot. That's good news. That's good news. Well, maybe let's build a warehouse. Now, about electricity. About electricity and houses. I think I'd like to have a house here. Yeah. Exactly looking this direction. Now, it's funny that I still gave this a triple road. Maybe I needed that. No, it's a bakery, so I'm so caring about the bakery's image, you know. And I also want to connect my energy supply like here and here. Well, but that is gonna be quite a difficult task. So it has to be placed like this, and then a burner to warm up the territory. If I place it like this, it's terrible, so meaning that this one is also terrible. Bad location. So the burner has to be here instead. This one is a good one. And the most important thing I have to check is that the house is under coverage. Yeah, it is under coverage. Now, transformer not protected, by the way. Or maybe let's not think about it yet. But what if I need to connect places here to electricity? What if something fails? What if this one is destroyed? Then my other like greenhouses that had... What's this? Why is it not yet cancelled? Ah, because I'm the pause menu. Sorry. Right. It has been cancelled now. So where can I locate it so that it doesn't... Maybe I should build it like behind the house, but then I'll upgrade it to, well, you know, big distance transformer, and that will let me not construct two. It sounds like an option, so yeah, let's do it. And what will be here? Here I have to build something like maybe... What was that? Bottles. Bottle tree. I quite liked it. But time still ugly. Let's build that large street light here. I quite liked how it was executed as a concept, so I want to see how it looks in final shape. Now, what resources are lacking? Planks. Ooh. Now the moment comes when I don't have enough planks. Interesting. And of course I cannot buy them anywhere, which is something I had to expect. Yeah, that I understand. And bakery also doesn't have planks. Oh, abort demolition. I'm really thankful to the developers now that demolition is it can be aborted. So bakery is more important to build because, well, I like it. I've spent so many resources to have to prepare for its construction. Now this warehouse got the resources, planks, for example. That means that my tailor won't have to travel long distances to deliver, which is nice news. I see a firework, distant firework, nice. But winter is only coming in 3 days because we have this radar, and so we are informed in advance, in much advance. What about corn? So corn is kinda... Where do I get meat from? Is it because my chickens are being killed when they are too many? That's awful. I never wanted, I never asked for that. What the hell? Maybe I need to switch this to mixed meal, just not to let meat spoil in my storage. Let's go for it. I quite regret that decision, but oh, whoa, look at that. The mess hall is contaminated. Am I right? Yeah, it is. So maintenance depot has to be constructed too. Burners have to be of high priority, but they're gonna be okay. Warehouse is also under construction, so where is that maintenance depot option? I think it was here, yeah. Where do I want to place it? I want to place it next to these water wells that keep causing me so much trouble. At the same time, there is a burner, and so I don't want the the depot to be in cold areas, and it seems that it is not in cold areas. So 1, 2, 3, double road, right? Double road. Cool. So it will be taken care of this location. Construction completed warehouse. Now medicine will arrive here. Let's see what our specialists are up to. Well, you know what you're doing. You're coming back to the... I'm still so irritated about that mission that we just finished. It was just amazingly terrible. And science, we're not researching anything. Let's go with car stuff, which I'm not gonna use probably with high chance. Stockpiles full because of firewood. Well, that's good. I cannot complain. Firewood is good. Planks, planks, planks. Faster, guys, faster. How many logging camps I have? One? One. Only one, yes. So. And where are they storing their resources? I wonder. They're taking them here. Not here. It's interesting. Should I maybe create another storage, like general storage here, but what for at the same time? No, let's wait with it. Especially that I don't have planks again. Burner Lex 1. Let's increase the speed because... Oh, let's not. Let's send Bishop to the world map. And what could you do, dear sir? You could, for example, go and fight with these guys here. I don't think they'll kill you. Trade convoy has arrived, meaning that they have brought what? Parts, electronics, but not medicinal herb. I think it wasn't about that. Why do I still have 2 people in this trading center? I don't know. It's another mistake that I've made. Meaning that I haven't been doing important stuff for quite a while. Because I didn't have free hands. Should I buy carrot? No, I don't want to. It's a lot of money. Components, maybe yes. Especially that I'm going to increase my reputation with this settlement, as they don't like me. Don't know why. Science points. Well, to hell with your science points. I'll sell you something. For example, pollution. Yeah, I'll sell you pollution. Why nobody is selling iron pills? I don't know. Yeah. By the way, again, I forgot to kick out the people from the trading center. These turbines look incredibly terrible. Now this transformer has to be upgraded. But without turbines I cannot run my city. So, no choice. Have to look like that. You might say like, well, position them beautifully, but they also have to be under protection of the lightning tower. So, yeah, that's what we get. What about the moods in the city? Dirty, morning, tired, radiation sickness. Awful. I mean, like, you have a game arcade, you have a movie theater, but no. They are disappointed about some other things. The fact that they have such cool... oh, by the way, my cows have arrived, so time to produce milk and bread simultaneously. Child was born. It seems that the most important building for mood improvement is the memorial. Really, like memorial gives a lot of positive vibes to my colonists. Maybe it's a good idea to have one more like here, maybe. Yeah, why not? But this is quite a neat place here. Ah, I think that's where I should position some decorations like this. For example, bottle cactus could be looking nice here, as you see there is some kind of sandy land, and it might look appropriate. Here, the production area looks exactly beautiful enough to have some bottle trees. That requires tree, requires plastic. And yeah, I was about to build a memorial, or maybe an arena. An arena, because arena and library are the two buildings I haven't yet constructed, and they are also mood improving things. But I have to take into consideration where my colonists mostly reside. Are you joking? Why are you not in range of... well, you'll be in range when this transformer is finished. Now, arena could be located here, for example. Just behind the medicinal laboratory, as people might need some medical help afterwards, right? So I don't know how I should place it. Maybe like this. Survivors have arrived. That's interesting. So let's build this arena here, I guess. Yeah, of course we should put it on hold, as it's unimaginable that I'm going to spend so many planks on a building that is not essentially important yet. But a memorial is a different story. Maybe I should construct a memorial. Let's see who has arrived. 4 adults, 2 elders, 4 children. That's a massive well, group, and they have instruments, they have fuel, canned fruit and pills. That's wonderful, but I have a suspicion they might turn hostile. No, they haven't. Okay, let's treat them. Let's send our doctors into operation, not forgetting to take them back from there. And do I have accommodation? Yeah, I do have enough housing for everyone, but that means that this house here has to be finished, has to be constructed soon. And a memorial, something to think about the memorial. Maybe memorial can be located... No, not here. Not here. Well, people travel in all sorts of places now, but it also has to be far from pollution or like areas that are dangerous with high traffic. I'm thinking about this place here, but the same. Well, if I remove this greenhouse from here, it would be cool, but the same time it's like wasting the potential of the water tower. What was finished? The large transformer. Now nothing is lacking energy. Why do I need this large street light, I wonder? I mean, what's the real function? Is just aesthetics or something else? So the memorial, maybe I should build it like here. Probably in the future someone is gonna come here and pay their respects. Well, why not? Why not? Let's do that. And I won't even wait with its construction, as it's a good building to have. And there I mean here, where I am now, will probably be an automatic plastic extractor, which has to be very far from any people, or not, or but lest they want to get irradiated. So carefully positioning. Now let me check if I got it right. Yeah, the scale is correct, but I think it's some extra rod here. Or not. No, it's not extra. It's because I wanted to get it far from any human life. Yeah. Huge paved territories. Also, we finished some research, so let's continue with this one. I thought I heard something from my specialist. Am I right? Yeah. I just haven't yet responded. I want you to get some science points. You're fighting here. You still are traveling. You are moving to fight with some bandits. And you're coming back to our town. I think I can send Nomad on a mission. Nomad, you have 10 damage, so you're not really good fighter, meaning that I think I saw some piles of resources here. Yeah, go collect instruments, and then pills should be enough, and then components, and that will decrease his health points quite a lot. Now, what about my convoys? One convoy has arrived. Let's see if we can trade for something interesting. Yes, we can. We definitely need electronics. And that's it, nothing else. Just electronics. I want to stockpile electronics, but I'm kinda not successful at that because I constantly use it in my well, city expansion. So we have 2 occupants here, one here and one here. So all doctors are still engaged. Winter is coming in 0 days. Let's see if all our burners are operating. Well, with the exception of this concrete extractor, which is automated so it doesn't suffer from cold, everything is covered with heating. I'm gonna use a lot of logs this winter. I imagine probably halving the amount, but that's okay. That will show me how many logs I should produce next time. And I also think I should stop pollution clearing as I don't want this environmentalist to walk outside the city during the cold times. And this radar is also outside the heating zone, but we know that it's not manned, and it's gonna be okay. This maintenance depot has to operate in this area here, taking care of the mess hall, the wrench, 2 wells and 2 houses. Probably should be enough. Yeah. Medical lab is producing... What is this herbal medicine? Simple natural remedy to craft various other ailments. Oh? Cannot be used. So... what is that? Is it soybeans? Oh, cockroaches? Pollution? Are you serious? Wow. Wow. Alright, okay. I get it. So, ideally speaking, I have to have 2 medical labs, but I'm not going to. Now, I think I can send 2 people to work in greenhouses, with the next recipe being medicinal herb. Yeah, that will... So what's... Go work, I guess. Yeah, enjoy your workplace now. Bottle tree, look at this beauty. It's so... well, it's so cute. I don't know, it's very cute. And there is a cactus, bottle cactus. I need to make it on by myself. 5 people are suffering from some diseases. That's not good, but that's okay. Nothing very surprising. Tools are slowly running low. Clothes are not. So maybe I should send one person to produce durable tools, not superior or superior. Well, maybe this one should be producing durable, and this one here, as it's close to the resource of parts, can start producing superior tools, and that should be okay. And there are 2 people, so it will be faster. I have 70 people, but I'm not losing any food so far. That's nice. I have cabbages, which I don't need. Even one, I think I have only one greenhouse that produces wheat, but it's already like 200 wheat, 200 flour. Well, 100 wheat, 200 flour, so more than enough to run the most important operations connected to bread production. This mill is also doing its job. Oh, it's also possible to get contaminated. It can get contaminated. Memorial is being finished. Yeah, that's awesome. People will cheer up attending that place. I want to finish this house, as another group of survivors can be a problem in terms of accommodation. And let's see, electricity. I still have, well, a lot, at least enough. Maybe not a lot, but enough. Water, the same. And just in case, I have 2 more bore wells, just if something is gonna happen. So, who's ready for action? You're collecting. You are 10 damage specialist, so go collect canned fruit and instruments. You've defeated some bandits. Well, go collect. Or maybe no, that's not a good fight for you. You will probably lose. Maybe go collect. No, you'll die here. You'll die here. Go collect components. Will nearly kill you too, but that's okay. 2 days of instruments collection, and you are approaching your battle with bandits. Mm-hmm. 47 firewood consumption per day. How is that? Hell of a lot. Wow. Memorial has been finished. Now, mood bonus should be even greater. If only not for this freaking fear of death debuff. What about my milk? Is milk being produced already? I cannot see that, but I know it will be produced. Cattle is slowly, I hope, being processed. I don't know. Contamination. Lot of contamination from the wrench, actually. Oh, slavers. A small group of bandits approach the gates, dragging someone with them. The leader points a gun to the captive's head and yells, and we know what's gonna happen. We can spend parts, we can spend clothes. Of course, we'll spend parts. Yeah. That's another person for us. Uh, it's gonna sound terrible, but it's like one in, one out, because colonist Riley died out of old age, because of old age, and immediately after we got a new person. So the balance, the equilibrium, maybe we should use this fancy word because it's more poetic and yeah, not to besmirch the memory of the late fellow. The road is still not finished. What the hell? People, do something about it. I'm terribly afraid for my food production areas, so I want to have one more person on maintaining the purification of the contamination. It's just I'm quite scared that it will get too contaminated, and that's gonna be horrible. Now this lady is walking for their clothes, right? Uh-huh. So enjoy your new piece of clothing. Congratulations with the renovation, or how I should call that, I don't know. What next? What about my house? It's 18 planks yet, and we have only 3 in the storage. Not the best ratio, as I'm quite impatient to complete the bakery too, and then the arena. At the same time, I'm kinda acting like I have too many people, and that's not true, because I have a lot of workers missing on some essential positions. For example, well, environmental station and so on. Maybe I should take people from the gate and send them to work. But probably they're doing stuff. They're probably walking around, and they aren't. I hope they aren't sitting like this. Yeah, they probably, yeah, watching a movie. So they're okay. They're doing something. Specialist in danger, and that would be this one, I guess. But he's gonna be okay. Fritz is busy. This lady has collected signs. 10 damage, so no fights for her. Go collect some more signs. And anyone else? No, unfortunately nobody else is interesting. But Makida can be sent to the world map, and Crow can also be sent to the world map. Now, Crow goes to fight. Did I say grows or goes? You go to fight this pal here. And Makida goes to fight with... this is already an assigned bandit. Ooh, this is powerful. Here, yeah, go fight this one. The only specialist left is this lady. But she has, well, not much stuff to do. Don't think she can help the colony. Have too much junk, too much concrete, too much metal already. They are probably just overloading my stockpiles, and that's, on the one hand, it's nice that I have well, plentiful amount of everything. On the other hand, that means that, well, you know, I'll have to do something about it after some time. Well, let's look at this street lamp here. Unfortunately, the road is not finished, so I cannot really contemplate the full beauty of that, but still it's kinda nice. And so, next to fire also. You know what? This place here, I actually now know what to do. I think I'll take those lanterns that I was thinking about and place them like 1 and 2, like this, because at night it's gonna be quite beautiful. 1 piece of wood, of planks, 1 piece of metal, not too much, Not too few at the same time, but quite enough to spend on beautification. So let's increase the speed because I hate this waiting. What about my convoys? 3 days, 1 day. Still a lot. Still a lot. Specialist ready. You're traveling. Yeah, go back to the town and regenerate. You've deserved it, and I think this specialist here can be sent to the world map too. And where is she? Yeah, here she is. Go collect, for example... Oh, science. Go there. So, did I send her? No, I didn't. Didn't work, unfortunately. Go! Oh, it's unreachable. And how is that? Why not? Weird. 2 locations this time that are just out of my reach, I don't know why. And, by the way, this one here, this burner, isn't really producing any use, but people don't get cold when they collect the resources from the storage, so maybe I should keep it here. 2 constructions finished. That, I imagine, is about the lanterns in front of the bakery, which we will appreciate at night, at next night. So, yeah. Well, what about the moods? Not very cheerful, as we can observe, but it's okay. Now we have 3 cows, meaning that we start consuming more water, and we have some milk. But what has happened to eggs? I thought I would be stockpiling eggs, but apparently people started eating eggs. I didn't think that colonies actually... Well, that would be quite strange to think that colonies would strangely... would not strangely, but just would surprisingly decide not to consume that kind of food, but I was hoping for that, let's say, as well, it's an expensive resource, expensive in terms of how much resources you have to spend to get to the point where you actually are able to produce them, so I'm shocked. Let's get the electronics again. Kick out the workers. Now, what about my house now? The next discovery, sweet porcelain. Everything I'm discovering currently is, well, completely useless. What about my medicinal herbs? Ooh, a lot of them are incoming. So, what was that I wanted to check on? The house is 43 planks. And how much do I need to spend on a bore well? It's 40 concrete, 30, 20 and 5. Let's finish them both. It feels... I feel a bit anxious about water now. Components are running low, but we can always buy them. Mechanical expedition, what's that? The colonists have spotted cars driving back and forth in the distance, not too far from the colony. There seems to be some kind of a new settlement there. It could be a possible ally. Follow the vehicles. Yeah, let's do that. People are radiated, hypothermic, and so on and so forth. Let's get more doctors to operate. Hopefully that will help. So, medical lab will need more. Well, actually needs already a worker. As I imagine the harvest process is about to start. Yeah, it's already started. So, time to take advantage of our medical industry. And I'll be focusing on iodine pills because radiation seems to be the biggest issue, and the biggest amount of medical supplies is not pills. And fruit. You're 2 steps from that location. You're fighting, traveling. Okay. So. I think I want more people in my colony already. Not enough to run proper business. This production consumption is complete rubbish. I don't understand that. And my people keep eating eggs. The hell. Do I need more people here? Can they stop eating them? I mean, can I somehow influence that? Can I prohibit some certain consumption? Apparently not. That's very unfortunate. So now I'll have to also start finishing the wind turbines to compensate for the energy loss I got after bore wells. Well, you have a long way to travel, you're still busy. Science, you're busy. You scavenged the instruments, go for the pills. Coming back, but maybe let's actually take a turn and explore this new possible settlement. You are still fighting. You are traveling to distant worlds and you are close to the fight. Nice. A lot of people are hypothermic. I don't really understand what the reason is. Is it because they were taking part in the construction that wasn't heated, but doesn't seem so. Okay, I'm adding doctors. Alright. Have your doctors, please. Just get healthy as soon as possible. Recover. Please recover. Slavers! Hello, slavers. I need 3 colonists. Yeah, thanks a lot. Specialists ready for action. Instruments. Pills. Quest. The tire tracks are easy to follow and lead to a small town still under construction. The guards stop the specialist at the entrance. Halt, sorry, but we ain't letting any new people in. If you're looking for supplies, we might have a proposition for you. One of our exploration vehicles hasn't returned yet, and we assume the crew's lost somewhere. If you see them, give this map to their leader and they'll reward you. Search for the explorers, okay. 1 step back then. You're fighting. You're traveling, and you are now fighting with the bandits. Somebody froze to death. Somebody froze to death next to the burner. Quite amazing. Why are people getting hypothermic? I don't understand. It's, well, 2 people, 3 people. No, just 2. Another one died of old age. This winter is quite surprising because people have clothes, and maybe it's the high speed I'm playing at that they are failing to behave properly. Let's get the pills. Let's get the antibiotics. Let's get the components. And let's sell... what? Let's sell fuel. Let's sell... Not enough what? Not enough gold. I can sell metal, just like, well, 200 metal. I don't think it will be a disaster, and 120 concrete should be quite enough. Yeah, unfriendly. They're still unfriendly. I wonder if it is, if it influences the price. Heavy traps explored. Waterproof something. So, can people get warm? I don't know what. It's because some locations don't have firewood, and so people get hypothermic. It's all because we don't have enough carriers, so we need survivors. Yeah, too bad, but I cannot do anything. I need people at workplaces. The area pointed out by the guards is empty, but on close inspection a set of tracks lead to a small clearing with the missing car and its crew. Please don't hurt us, we don't mean any harm. Our car broke down and we got into a bit of an accident. A young man with a broken and bruised arm explains. Hand over the map, and treat the arm. Yeah, treat the arm, of course. Specialist notices the man's broken arm and starts immediately making a makeshift splint for them. Thank, ow! The man replies as he's being patched up. Explorers give the specialist resources in exchange for the map, and the young man slips in some extra silver. Well, that's again another rubbish quest, because, like, I don't need those insects. I never use them in my city, and... okay. Another one froze to death. Okay. I don't care. You can die. If you're not smart enough to survive this, then I don't need you. Specialist ready for action. Another one died of freezing. Survivors at the gate. Hooray. Yeah, except because what? 2 of them turned hostile. Just amazing. Just exactly what I needed. So that, like, some people end up injured and... wow. Idiots. A lot of red messages, and that's why I'm using triple speed, because I hate looking at this like notification, like everything is red just at the same time. It's pretty much distressing, and there is little joy in that. So what else can you do? 6 days, 4 days, 4 days. Can you collect something else? 4 days. Okay, go collect this. Still busy. You know what to do. 12 boxes. Go collect the... Whoa, 5 days. 5 days. So how full is our cemetery now? 7 people. Winter is finishing, so we can drop people from the doctors from the tents. Having 9 carriers now. Some colonists haven't, unfortunately, made it through the winter, but that's their fault. Should have run faster to warm places. It's up to them. It's completely up to them. So, who is that person? Aha, I see, it's you. Go collect components now. 5 days, 5 damage a day. 25 damage. Arrive in the colony. So, what can you help with? Maybe repair? No? Repairing doesn't... Oh, he can help with clearing up this contaminated excavator. Sauna is contaminated, strangely not processed by anyone. Even though it's completely empty, I wonder what contaminated it in the first place. What could that be? The house is finished, meaning that the bakery can be under construction now, as I have almost 50 planks. So the specialist now is taking care of this decontamination work. I have to check, maybe there is something else to do. Yeah, apparently there is something else to do. Maybe this one is not processed yet. No. No. Everything is okay. Maybe this? Yeah, this is cleaned by nobody. Trade convoy has arrived. Let's see what else we can buy from people, from the communities. Another bunch of electronics. Yep. Cockroaches. No, thank you. No cockroaches. Let's sell them. And I thought I got something else like jerky. Yeah, jerky. To hell with it too. Thank you. Selling food. Look at me. There was time when I was desperately trying to survive by eating cockroaches and everything else in this game, but now I'm just like, I don't need this food, please get me the electronics. Everything is measured by comparison in life. Yeah. Homespun wisdom. Five health points, meaning that Scrapper just is obligated to go to regenerate health. You are collecting components, you've scavenged some useless fuel, go to the town, and you have defeated the bandits, but you are left with 17 health points, meaning that no fights are good for you. And no scavenging, probably? No, you can collect candies. Candies are nice. Candies can be collected. What about my bakery? How's my bakery doing? Well, under process. So... can we speed up a bit this decontamination? Yeah. I don't like the fact it's still dirty. This plastic extractor. I'm thinking maybe I even should demolish the in-city production areas, as they can get pretty much dangerous. Maybe I should extract materials outside. But that is me spoiled, Tolkien. I'm spoiled with the amount, with the abundance of stuff I have in the colony. At the same time, I see my people are extremely busy with everything. As you see, the roads are still not finished, and that's a sign that a lot of tasks are being completed. And yeah. By the way, we didn't go even half by the number of our firewood, judging by the number of our firewood. Couple is arguing, they're quite loud about it. Couple comes to you asking if the colony has any rules about parenting. The mother thinks the children should be tasked with handling domestic work, while the father thinks the children are too young and should be allowed to spend their days playing. Well, plan to have the children educated. You agree the children should pitch in, but don't think taking over the domestic tasks is the best idea. You promised to look into educating them in a way which could include light domestic work as means to teach responsibility. So we do have a school, so yeah. And we have exactly 7 children, so each child is now being educated and it's all fine. Now, what about my bakery? Is it now under construction? No, not yet. Still waiting for planks to arrive, metal to arrive. Arena could be finished. I don't like that I still don't have much energy. It's only 62. Should I maybe build some more? Let's do it. Nothing from this list of resources is extremely necessary. Well, components I do need, but have I not? Again, I forgot to kick people out of the building. Let's increase the speed. And what about my cows? Now we have 4. Nice. I don't remember what the maximum is, maybe 5 or 6, something like that. So I'm getting milk, I imagine. Yeah, milk I have. Eggs have disappeared. Cockroaches? Where did I get cockroaches from again? I thought I sold cockroaches. Who the hell wants to eat cockroaches? At the same time, they're useful to produce this medicinal whatever. I have 20 of that. Several construction zones lacking resources. Parts. Not enough parts. My mechanical shop is struggling to produce enough parts. What a shame, what a shame. Well, bakery is complete. 1 person. Now, what will be the recipe? The recipe will be cinnamon bun. Nutrition good, pollution none. High quality food. I am hoping that they are gonna, well, increase the moods of my citizens. Opposing forces have been defeated. Well, she cannot survive the damage, but she can go collect these rare metals. You collect the oil. You are traveling. You are traveling to, you're collecting, traveling, collecting, traveling. Yeah. Flour we have. Now my people have to stop using eggs and milk. And I should set it on. I cannot set on high priority. What the hell? Wind turbine complete. And another one. And actually all of them are gonna be... What? Pollution depleted. Pollution depleted. That's very good news, because that was a huge spot here. I'm relieved to know that there is no more there. Another turbine was finished. So scientists are still on their way. Now 35 health points. Can you collect the tools? Yes, you can. You still have enough. You can collect candies, which will leave you with 2 health points, but that's okay. That's acceptable. Yeah, our specialists are still regenerating. Somebody died of radiation sickness, but probably because this person didn't want to go and get some medical help. Power completed. Let's get powered heaters. Not sure I'll ever build them, but who knows. Now, what about my moods in the colony? Doesn't seem that people are very cheerful yet, strangely. Even though there are already 1, 2, 3... 3... Where's 3? 3 was the arcade place. People already ate it. What do you mean there are no workers? Are you mad? What the hell is that? Ah, carriers are children. That's what the problem is. Right. So this movie theater is very unpopular. I think I have to build a couple of houses here maybe later, just to shift the people there. 5 colonies irradiated. That is quite alarming. So what is the problem? Is it the mess hall that is consuming so much? Is it the medical lab? Is it... well, what is it? Maybe I'm still producing too much corn. At least milk and eggs appeared. Difficult. I need another bunch of survivors, apparently, to improve the situation in my colony. So she has 40 health points. And go collect candies too. You're still on your way. You're close to arriving. Right. Who can be fired from their workplaces? Well, not graveyard keeper, definitely. Maintenance depots are, well, a massive amount of workers throughout the city. But if I fire them, my city will plunge into pollution, and that's unacceptable. Now, maybe specialists can help with the contamination work. Yes, they can. Grand Tool Shop is also probably producing something, hopefully. 7 colonies irradiated. Something is going on. Apparently people need help. What are you doing? I thought I told you to decontaminate. No? No. Cookhouse is contaminated. Hey! I told you to decontaminate. No. Decontaminate. It was... Alright. That specialist is delirious. Unfortunately cannot be helped. So what about buns? In production. Nice. Where are you going? You can go decontaminate this outhouse. Should help. Still no worker. No worker here. And only one here. That might result in death. I think I'll take out the gate guys, as it's becoming alarming. What's this strange plant? Colonist brings you a plant that likes of which you've never seen. Its leaves and perfectly square. What the hell? Its leaves are perfectly square and are covered in thick red lines. Look at this. Just a week ago it was nothing but a sapling. If we could find some use for it, it could benefit us greatly. Find out if it's edible, find out if it's medicinal, research its biology, throw it away. Well, I'm kinda concerned with health, but I'm curious about its biology. I don't need science. That I should have guessed. Wasted potential again. Awful. Well, this rancho was hell of a contaminated. How much time we spent cleaning it up. Now the well is dirty. Have you cleaned everything up? Maybe. Now, how the hell is the bore well got? How did it become contaminated? Why? What was the source? Is it this concrete auto extractor? Like 5 lines didn't save it from contamination. Really. Just unbelievable. Tool shop also. Mechanical shops are apparently enjoying their like doing nothing, you know. Yes, I agree. Doing nothing. Specialist ready for action. Would be that. Candies. Oil. Components. And you're coming back to regenerate too. You're on your way. Finish scavenging the instruments. Can you collect? No, you cannot. You'll die. So go back to the colony too. And you're still collecting candies. 7 people are irradiated. 7 people are irradiated. That's just probably because I only have basic clothing. But sturdy clothing is slowly appearing. Do I have any interesting contracts? In 1 hour something is arriving. I'll have to buy some clothes, some good protection. Trade convoy has arrived. Okay, that was electronics and the components. I need soybeans, I think, because we saw that. What? Soybean, yeah. Saw that it was necessary for some medicine. I think it was soybeans. What can I sell instead? Concrete, metal, corn. Corn has started to plunge a bit. Not much, but a bit. Junk. Well, junk is just too much, you know. I think I'll sell like this, and that will earn us a lot of... Ha! And they don't have enough money for that. Wow. So... Well, you have to, well, earn something, you know? Get your own production and 8 colonies. Well, people, will you stop getting ill? I don't know. What's wrong with you? Ah, the pills have finished also. And so can I produce pills? Yeah, I can. 5 pollution. 2 pieces of this green liquid for 1 pill. For one pill. Oh my god. Well, maybe it's fast production, but I doubt that big time. 9 colonies are irradiated. 9 colonies, and that's like the gate is empty. What the day? It's... I don't understand. Let's check the pollution layer. Well, it's a lot. It's a lot. Maybe they travel like here and maybe I should get the environmental station outside or demolish this plastic auto extractor and get something here. Ranchers are producing a lot of contamination apparently. But I cannot ignore the fact that I need those buildings. Well, maybe it's actually that is just a coincidence that so many people got contaminated because I think remember it happens like every certain amount of days. Probably some people accumulate a lot of contamination and then they just get sick in bunches, and I react historically to that, and that's actually okay. I mean, both things okay, that my reaction is hysterical and that they also get ill in bunches. That's all fine, that's all acceptable, that's all well, predictable, and we shouldn't panic about that. Now, I want to finish the arena because maybe arena is gonna have more interest, it's gonna attract more interest rather than this movie theater. Also, the movie theater got some contamination. Now, this is very surprising. I don't know why that happened. No idea whatsoever. Should I drop on corn production? Maybe not, because it's already kind of like on the decreasing curve. 7 people are radiated and people are getting older. Have 17 elders, that's a lot because eventually they'll all die. We'll be left with, that's a question. Right, this lady is also coming back home. Yeah, please return. Anyone else? I think, yeah. Akida is done collecting candies, so please return home. I want to wait until all my colonies are healthy and not dying, and then I'll probably stop for today because it's well, we still have achieved something, and let's send Fritz to the map. And can you decontaminate? No, I cannot, so let's go to the map. Fritz will go fight with well, not this bandit because it's apparently difficult for him, but this bandit can be dispatched easily. Now this guy has only 7 damage, meaning that we can go collect this crazy amount of radiation here. 10 per day, 6 colonies, radiated 7. Oh, well, please stop. It's intolerable, please. Can we get more doctors? Can somebody come and work? I don't know, like... Stop. I don't know. Stop your bullshitting. I mean, what the hell is that? Who is undermining my work? 2, 4, 2. Okay, I don't care. Go work. Somebody will eventually die, but at least I'll get some doctors who will take care of things. And by the way, nobody turned hostile, which is also good news. And yeah, go back to the camp. So all wounded specialists are coming back. All healthy specialists are going on missions, so everything is okay. Trading missions are, well, 11 hours and 1 day. 3 and 4. Look, radiation is everywhere. Just everywhere. I think I need to hold this plastic here. plastic production. What if I pause it? Will it continue contamination? Yeah, it contaminates even if it is not working. That's interesting. 2 colonies irradiated. Trade convoy has arrived. It's an endless cycle. We need iodine pills. Direly. Just direly. And superior tools, probably. Electronics, yes. Let's trade our junk. I think. Yeah, let's trade our junk. Don't need it. Maybe let's buy parts because that's gonna increase our reputation with this place again. Confirm. And kick out people. 3 colonies irradiated. Well, have some mercy, please. Have some freaking mercy. Where is the maintenance depot that is responsible for this area? That is this one. Okay, needs an extra person to take care of the decontamination work, apparently. Now these turbines are gonna be contaminated now. Demolish. Just demolish, because it's just unbearable. It's unacceptable. No, I don't want to have this plastic extractor. I know I've spent a lot of resources on building it, but no. It's just freaking unacceptable how much damage it deals. Crack the atom, crack the world. It would be hard to find a more destructive group than Tribunal, a collection of fanatics whose only goal is to make the apocalypse even worse. They have recently been spotted heading toward the local nuclear plants. You get the feeling that they are not just looking to power the movie theaters. Get rid of the bandits. Okay. Okay. Task accepted. Now, something has to be built on this spot. Something less polluting, you know. And now I only have to take care of... I think I'll place... Well, this maintenance depot was... what is this? It's this one. So let's send this one here because it's apparently more like dangerous. So have you helped your colonies? Go help. And this one has 2 people. Yeah, it's correct. Maybe even 3 will be nice. Nobody's ill now, right? Almost nobody. Alright, and here, nobody. Amazing. 9 free people. Cool. 73 colonists. Collected candies. You're half dead, so go to the colony. Well, I think that's it for today. We have built a nice bakery, which is pretty much beautiful, I think, and accompanied by flowers. We have built an arena. I don't know what for, but well, hopefully that will boost the mood of our people and more. But I have a hunch that people are massively ignoring the entertainment facilities that I'm erecting for them. So not that I'm very satisfied with the result. So maybe I have to demolish this memorial for that matter, because now I have an arena and memorials aren't really paying off. And so there is another contamination problem. So let's What? Can I help? No, I cannot. It's been taken care of by the colonists themselves. There is a dead body lying in the house, but that's okay. Specialist ready for action. Will they ever let me just stay on my city tasks, please? But, well, I think no. Unless I have cleared up all possible spots on the map and have all my specialists inside the colony, they'll be constantly asking me like, what shall we do next? And now somebody is irradiated. I think I'll never finish this, so let's save the game. I don't want to see any more ill people. Let's say it like that. I'm so sick of my sick colonists that is unbearable. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. That was day 156. See you later. Hello to YouTube and bye bye.